I chose for ISMB because I've always been interested in sport and I was playing sport all my life, so I wanted to do something with it. And I was especially interested in the international manners of sport, which ISMB offers, and also especially the management and business, or the business part of it. The fact that the program has entrepreneurship in the third year was a big argument for me.
Well, I think ISMB places so much focus on practical sports because as a future sport manager it is very important to get an insight how the athlete you might represent in the future feels, how it is to set goals, how it is to train for your goal.
In our program in the first 2 years we always have sport practice along with our theory. And in each quarter we got to play different sports, or to practice different sports. Some of the sports that some of us never done before, like cricket. I never played cricket before. In the first quarter I got to play it. I knew the rules, but playing is something different. And it's not just playing the sports, because we don't get grades for how good we perform, but there's always a background of this sport management and how the culture of the sport is affecting where the sport is popular in which countries. So there's always a background of the management and the international sport management behind the sports that we do.
Well, I think the best example for that is the badminton assignment. We were divided into two for tennis or badminton. I myself was in badminton, and we had to just set up this event for it. And of course it was all up to us to manage it. And well, you start from nothing in that sense. And yeah, it's difficult, but it was good to really experience how you have to work together as a group, and also to manage things that would go wrong. That was the main shock for us in that sense, that things could go wrong.
If I would summarize ISMB, I would be focusing on the 3 disciplines that are high performance sports, sport commerce and sport development. And as well the fact that the study is really focused on sport, but also on the management and business side. And those sports are also used and combined to improve your managemental skills.
There are many different styles that you need to work with, and you need to learn how to work with them, because in the future it's not going to be different.
For example, that we have team sports. So how do you function within a team sport? So that's on the field itself, but also in the same quarter you have lots of group works. So with that, how do you work? Do you act the same within the team on the field, but also within the management?
Well, for me, I think the main shocking sport in that sense was cricket. I never played cricket before, and I wasn't really going to, so that was fun. Cricket, of course, is mainly in India, and yeah, we learned a lot about the sport itself, and also, of course, the way to manage it, and well, of course, the background and everything. It's a really fun sport, actually.
And then individual sports, as athletics and dance, but all those sports are used to develop your own skills. So for dance we used presentation skills and actually getting out of your comfort zone.
Well, for cricket itself we had to do a presentation in the end, and we had to really combine it with the nation. And when looking into that, you also see how they have to manage it within that culture, of course. And that really taught me that it's different in every country, that's the first thing.
And it's actually about goal setting, so within practical sports. And then you learn how to set a goal, and is it reliable, does it make sense?
The highlights of the study so far have been my entrepreneurship experience, as well as my internship experience. From both of these, I've gotten a lot of chance to put theory into practice, and in that way I've experienced the full extent of the ISMB program.
Entrepreneurship in the ISMB program is really important, because the B of ISMB is standing for business. And if you want to make business, you have to have skills for being a great entrepreneur. So in the third year we work with a period of 6 months where the students have to prepare a business plan, and after preparing the business plan they also have to execute their business idea. And in that second period they will meet the boundaries of their skills, because executing something which before was only theory, that's really a tough challenge, and we like to challenge them. And with that we force them to enterprise.